Hello beautifuls, my name is Quavia. Welcome to JuJu Thyme. In today's video, I'm going to channel down a message from the Divine Dark Cosmic Mother and their messengers to better align you towards your individual path to peace, love, joy, and abundance. Now, as I always say, as this is a collective message, definitely be sure that you lean into your intuition, lean into your guides, so that way you can hear the message that they brought you here to listen for. So now that that's out the way, let's just jump right on in and begin. Okay. It seems like the number 4 is very important to someone, which is speaking on just order, work, discipline, structure, and things of this nature. So this can be definitely a confirmation or a message. Just to start planning, start organizing yourself, pinpointing your vision, figuring out what you need to start with. You know, you can have this big goal, but there's something about like needing to start with something specific. I'm seeing like a needle, and it's just like this accuracy to pay attention to, yeah, just learn, discipline, you know, things along this nature. So interesting. That is the first message. But alrighty, let's see. Okay, it seems like where you are now is showing me a space of coming to some kind of agreement with something or someone. Depending on your situation, this can be, of course, very, very different. But there's something very confiding, there's something very solidified with this agreement. There is a message here about transparency and making sure that you are not, there's a word for it, but okay, it's like hesitation in like expressing your needs, or you know, this like, it's like this politeness, maybe it's people pleasing. I'm not quite sure what it is, but it's almost as though like not wanting to say, well, yeah, I guess people pleasing. Not wanting to say something because you don't want to rock the boat or anything like this. The word audacity, you know, has come through. Confidence has come through when dealing with this agreement, this deal. This can be any kind of arrangement that you are working towards or that's in your proximity right now. But be very transparent of your desires, wants, expectations, or, you know, XYZ, you know, whatever the situation calls for. There's something about transparency and being very clear on terms, you know, terms and conditions, you know. But I do see like a handshake, you know, an agreement. For a few people, I'm also seeing this being displayed, not like an agreement with a human, but an agreement with a spirit. So this can be definitely some kind of initiation for sure, but on the other hand, it's still like, you know, there's still some agreement with the spirit that is coming through, and it seems like a very solid, it seems very solid, like relationship, I suppose you can call it, meaning that they're gonna be around for quite a while. They're gonna be around for quite a while. Or maybe they have been around and now you are, you know, cultivating this relationship with them, and now they're like, okay, you're ready. So however way this is coming through to you for your path right now, yeah, I see a very good mutual agreement that is happening, okay? I'm also seeing as well this need to be transparent also will help avoid any kind of disappointments when it comes to this agreement, this arrangement here. I mean, I do see a lot of like becoming like the master of like your abundance kind of energy. And abundance in like, it can be abundance in money, absolutely, but it can be abundance in time, abundance of expression, energy, whatever it is that you're needing at this point in your journey. But in regards to this agreement, yeah, especially when it's dealing with other people that have, you know, their own intentions, their own expectations, you know, their own needs and everything like this. To avoid any kind of disappointment, there's a need to just, you know, just clear the grass, clear the air, and just expose things, you know? Like, I'm seeing an image of a person, like they're cutting their grass, and though I do not approve, okay, this is my own personal thing, but anyway, the person is cutting like their grass, you know, their lawn or something, and it exposes like there was like a small snake in the garden and stuff like this. Anyone who knows me and follows my channel and watch my other videos, you know, I have a very close connection with the serpent. So anyway, but that's the image, right? Just there's something can be hidden in the grass that needs to be known. Like there's knowledge that needs to be known, wisdom that needs to be known, expectations that needs to be known, and this will definitely avoid a massive calamity. Especially when it comes to, like, you know, like disappointments and, you know, and things like this. It will lessen that blow because at least you were fully aware. You took off the rose-colored glasses kind of energy, and it's not that you are being a Debbie Downer or anything like this, or no, you're operating in the reality that is, while still maintaining the other reality of your knowing, of your truth, and of even your hopes and your dreams and XYZ. But there still needs to be like this awareness. It's like this walking into like this wise person that is very necessary with this agreement. But okay, let's go into, let's see if there's another message here. There is definitely a need for you to keep your cool. Keep your cool. I do see here, like individuals, okay, I don't know if it's on purpose or not. It feels like it's on purpose, but making you mad, you know, getting you very angry, getting you very worked up about something. So this here is a message that is reminding you of your center, reminding you of who you are, reminding you of being grounded. And well, one of the most important lessons that you can learn is you don't have to. You don't have to. So whatever the situation is, whatever this individual may be, you know, egging you, you know, provoking you to be a part of, or anything like this, you don't have to. You can opt out. You can opt out. Like that reminder that there are options. You can opt out. You can go for a walk. You don't have to engage in any way that is outside of yourself. You don't have to. And that seems to be a very important message, this you don't have to. Very interesting. Like, so the word abundance is coming through, but it's almost like, I don't know, like, I don't want to say like the dark side of abundance or anything, but it's almost like, oh yeah, like abundance of negative energy. You know, it's like, wait, that's not the kind of abundance I want. Like, what's that about kind of vibes, you know? And there's like this, you know, this dissipation of it, of like, nah, I do not have to, like, this does not have to be my reality. I don't have to step into this world, and just gracefully bowing out, and like, and that's okay, you know, especially if it's for your mental health, or well, not that has to have a specific reason of why you bow out of anything, but if it affects your mental health, if it affects your emotional health, yeah, take a second, absolutely. I'm also seeing a need for you to just check up on your friends, or check up on the people close to you, you know, making sure that they're doing okay, making sure that they know that you're there for them and they can tell you anything. And as a friend of mine says, she says, you know, in this house, we don't judge, you know, so bringing that kind of energy, or perhaps you're the friend that needs that. And so when a friend or someone close comes to you offering that assistance, that help, that it's okay for you to take it. There's almost like this feeling of like waiting for the other shoe to drop, you know, and it feels very tense. It feels very, very tense. Like there's a deep need for compassion, because like there's like this over cautiousness, this over worry. It's almost like yeah, you're like needing to tiptoe around something. Spirit wants to tell you to is to have a lot more compassion for yourself. Beating yourself up, it's definitely not serving you. But like waiting for this shoe to drop, waiting, you know, it's like this worry. I see it manifesting because of like this over cautiousness, this over worry, like over something, you know, like it's just, so there's definitely a need for you to just that your guides are wanting you to just take a step back, gain some perspective, breathe. I want to look at the spirit that is, spirit or energy that is surrounding you throughout your journey thus far, and any messages they have. The phrase, "you can't predict everything," came through. There's preparations that can be made, absolutely, but there's also like just allowing life to life, allowing lessons to be learned, and not taking it so offensively when a lesson needs to be learned. Yeah, I'm seeing like tides going in and out, which for me is like a representation of like harmony needing to take place. But there's like this unknown aspect, this hidden aspect. So this spirit that's around you during this time of this reading is one where you have to sort of lean into the curiosity, lean into the mystery of it all, lean into the learning. There is something very exciting, right, that you can take from it. But if that unknown kind of, you know, scares you a bit, there's something about just this release, this harmony of release and trust, and just an understanding of cycles. This spirit is one of cycles. I'm also seeing as well, like teaching you how to shine in the darkness, like how to be your own light. So that's very, very beautiful, very interesting, spirit. If you have access to any kind of like body of water where you can sort of meditate on it, be near it, you know, hear its messages, hear its lessons, I see this being very beneficial for you. If that's not an option for you, the moon, the messages of the moon, and just studying her, you know, her fullness and her newness and all the other phases in between. Also noticing your own cycles as well. You know, we all have cycles, and so by studying her, you're studying yourself as each cycle is progressing and things like this. So this can be a very powerful time for you to get a deeper knowledge of yourself and sort of lean into the mystery of your journey, that maybe you don't see the end of it. Maybe there's an agreement, and yes, everything is clear, everything is open, you know, everything is known, expectations, money, finance, or, you know, XYZ. You know, the terms and conditions have been understood, but there's still like oh, but like, will this work? And that worry, and it's like, I don't, it's almost like a don't worry about that. Focus on the present, focus on the now. That seems very important with this spirit. So let's get some inner work and outer work that will help give us some instruction as to how do we navigate this. What are some instructions that spirit would suggest for you? Okay, so for this inner work, we're getting the word mastery. Okay, so inner work. It's going back to the previous message about understanding your own cycles. So the inner work is to continue, continue to be a master of yourself, of understanding yourself, understanding your gifts, understanding the power you hold. There's also a message here of planting seeds, of using your imagination to plant a seed that can then grow. Especially if you're entering into some kind of agreement or newness of some situation and it's quite unknown of how it's going to end up, or everything is kind of just up in the air. There's just like the seed that you'll be planting within your imagination, within your soul, within your heart, within yourself, of the process of growth, of the process of hope, you know, of the process of learning, whatever it is that you're needing to master, of just planting that seed and allowing time to do what it does, which is teach you and grow you. At the end of the day, I do see that with working on this inner work, no matter what the outcome is of this newness that's in your life, this mystery of how things will turn out that's in your life, there's very much of a reminder of it's bringing you even closer. It's bringing you even closer. So, in the meantime, along with this mastery, especially when you're dealing with other people or even spirits, to be fair, boundaries. Be very clear and very firm with your boundaries, your no-goes and yes-goes and all of that. So that is your inner work. And for your outer work is all about the application of what it is that you're learning. So there is a need for you to like put down the books, put down like the self-help books and things like this, and start putting it into practice. It seems like you know a lot, like there's a lot of theory, but there's not a lot of practice. And so whatever it is, we're on the path of mastery, so this does make sense, but whatever it is that you are learning to master, there is a need for you to start putting it into practice, even if it's like just little by little. Once again, that seed, you know, just even if it's little by little, because there's experience that is needed. That is what I'm sensing. There's experience that's lacking, and there's experience that is needing, which is probably why this spirit that's currently surrounding you doesn't want you to focus on the outcome. It's like, just you know, what does the present look like? What does it feel like? Take off the rose-colored glasses. Like, what's going on? You know? Okay, there's a question of like, how in the past have you broke your own heart? Are you putting into practice the lessons that you've learned? Are you being open to more lessons of growth that is needed to master self, master your craft, to master at least where you are now in your path, I'm seeing very soon, no matter what it is, there's a transition that will be made. There'll be a transition. And depending on your preparation now, we'll see, like, you know, how you handle this transition. Spirit wants me to remind you that you're always getting messages. Listen to your intuition, listen to your body. Even if it's like, well, all I feel is nervous, all I feel is butterflies, all I feel is nervous, well then take a step back, breathe, center yourself. You're being asked to be very in tune with your intuition. You probably won't have a lot of proof, but yet you'll have all the proof kind of energy. Hence why, now I see, yeah. Hence why you are needing to take off the rose-colored glasses. You need all the information. I mean, your intuition is gonna be on point no matter what, okay? It doesn't matter if you have all the information or not. But it just, once again, walking into like that, you know, that wise person's essence, you're not afraid to open up the doors. You're not afraid to ask the tough questions. You're not afraid to, yeah, just take off the rose-colored glasses and just see things for what it is. Not that it's, you know, not for the sake of, oh, it's good, bad. No, just, okay, it is what it is. Cool. I have all the information I can know thus far. All right, now let me take a step back, step into my own cycle, see how I'm feeling. And even if you don't know, you know, like how you're feeling, you know, there are things that, you know, Spirit wants me to remind you that there's things that you can do to understand, you know, what messages that your guides are telling you. Whether that is like, oh, I feel, you know, I need to sleep more. Then that's what you need to do. You need to sleep more. Or, oh, I do feel called to, like, I need to reach out to someone and get their perspective on a situation or something like this. You know, whether that's some kind of, you know, in therapy or something like this, or if you have an elder or like a spiritual elder, or even a divination as well. But it's like you're getting all the information that you need to then be very present within yourself, within your journey thus far, so you can then go forward and start this journey of mastery and also practice. So, all right, beautifuls. Very interesting. I hope that this has given you some guidance on the inner work, the outer work, the spirit that's currently surrounding you, some messages that was just moving through me to speak on, and also where you are as well in your journey and what to expect. So I hope that this has been an abundance of information for you to assist you in taking off those rose-colored glasses, so you can see through the fog a lot more clearly. So, all right, until the next one, truth and love.